Hello there. As you can see here, I had quite the string of bad luck. Now, why do I bring this up? It's because I'm going to showcase exactly why I ended up losing all these matches. And no, it wasn't me because, you know, I'm the motherfucking best. I mean, I'm not the GS Raider. But rather, it was always my other GM1 support. There's only one other thing I hate more than support players. And that's fat people. But the only time I leave my house is to go to the gym, so I don't experience fat people that often. But what I do experience time after time after time is these putrid ass support players that not even God can save them. As you can see here, my win rate is pretty pristine. It's 70 and 30. So the matchmaker, being the matchmaker, sees that I'm winning too much, hands me this long string of losses, this bad string of luck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some of these losses and showcase really how unwinnable these games were, because it is so bad that you gotta see it to believe it. Up first on the chopping block, we got my boy Angel. But as you're gonna see, he is no angel. He is in fact a devil sent by the Overwatch matchmaking to crucify my shit. A terrorist, if you will. Sent to even out my sweet win-loss record and enforce that 50-50 matchmaking. Now, my boy Angel moves like artificial intelligence, thus totally not debunking my theory that Overwatch sends you these bots when you're winning too much. Now, what does my boy Angel do that's so bad that I gotta put him on blast? Well, the first thing he does is walk through choke, turning his back to the adversaries. Now, apparently, they didn't program these bots to know where the point is. Like, bro, what are you looking for? The hose I got? Come on, bro. Blizzard needs to hire better programmers for these bots. At least make them seem like the rank they're in, which, by the way, is GM1. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are watching the current state of the highest rank in Overwatch 2. And I like to point out that it takes Angel 1 minute and 20 seconds to get his first bit of damage, which, if you didn't know, let me take y'all to school real quick. Brig has this ability called Inspire, where she does AoE healing off doing damage. You don't do damage, you don't do healing. So majority of this game, my boy was standing in the corner like El Chapo serving yayo to the gringos, just slinging packs all around long. Now I'm guessing my boy Angel is probably Hispanic. And that's not just from his name, because rather than reacting to the doom that's about to land on top of him and lay down that mean BBC pipe, about to give him that Adam 22 wife special, Angel thinks this is the perfect opportunity to admire the decor in the room. Now we all know Hispanics make up a majority of construction jobs, so it was probably just a natural reaction. I mean, just look at that wall. Who would? I would have swung at it too. That paint finish is disgusting. All jokes aside, this shit is pretty irritating. It pretty much highlights the problem with the Overwatch 2 ranking system. No other game will you get something like this, where this is the highest level of play for that game. This is why so many people think Overwatch 2 is a fucking joke, bro. How can you find this competitive when you have this on your team? And if you guys think I'm going hard on Angel for no reason, just a reminder that I asked this man to switch kindly like 3 times and he wanted to be a stubborn little bitch and not switch. So if you refuse to switch and cooperate when it's clearly not working, then you deserve every bit of flame coming your way. So Angel, if this somehow gets to you, I think it's time to find a new hobby. This clearly isn't for you. Maybe you should go look at the displays at Home Depot. I love it, guys. Now, this next entrant pissed me off so bad that I ended up throwing the game. And the funny part is, I'm sure a majority of you guys will understand why. This player was so bad that she actually justifies me throwing the game. Now, what did Historia do that made me throw the game? What did she do that was so bad, that was so horrible? It's because Historia is one of these mercies that want to be quirky. She's a pistol mercy because she thinks it shows that's her deserving to be in GM. When in reality, you're no better than the rest of these dog shit boosted mercies who queue with Discord e-boys to carry them. And you would think when you whip out the pistol this much, you would at least have good aim. But she really aims like Stevie Wonder. Blind. Just like her duo, the Ash, is blind to the fact that he would be much better off not queuing with this disgrace of a support player. Mercies like this need to be locked up in cages. You know how Border Patrol locks up Mexican families in cages? There needs to be a Mercy Patrol to lock up filthy creatures like this putrid player base that is Mercy mains. This next play right here justifies exactly why I threw this game. So the first thing she does is start to pistol a full health tank, and then she goes to spawn to res our Hanzo. Now listen, I'm all about resing and spawn if your team is there. Our monkey is on card, our Ash is challenging their Ash, who has the luxury of having a Mercy pocket with the IQ above 30. Listen, Historia, that's a new move. So, of course, our Ashe dies, which is her duo, by the way. I don't know if I already said that. The E-Pussy has to be, has to be immaculate to be duo queuing with such a creature. I ended up typing in chat that our Mercy's boosted, as is a majority of Mercy mains that duo queue and are in GM, in which she liked to point out my Plat Roll Challenger title. Listen, mommy, I have more accounts in GM1 than you do brain cells. Her duo's like, oh, she's been in GM since Overwatch 1, but yeah, she's boosted. Bro, it is Mercy, my brother in Christ. A neuro-impaired 85-year-old grandma with Asperger's can reach GM on Mercy. If I had the energy right now, and if I wasn't so lazy, I would grab footage of a GM Mercy and compare it to a gold Mercy, and you guys would not be able to tell the difference. Flexing your peak on Mercy is as pointless as telling a KKK member to let their daughter date a black guy. Also, I feel like I have to relay this information every single time I shit on Mercy, but Mercy is indeed my second overall most played hero. Here are my Mercy stats: 13 and 4, 75% win rate, and 2.55 deaths per 10. So after I try to save this vaca, this stupid ass puerco, how does she repay me? By sitting in a corner and letting me get sexually assaulted every day for summer by this Genji. Now already this justifies me throwing the game. I was so pissed off, but wait, there's more. Here's another instance of her just letting her ass die, and I ended up giving her Nano, and this was indeed no friendly Nano. This was no haha, you know, Nano Mercy is so funny. It took us until the last fight to capture first point, and you still want to sit here and fuck around? It was I'm gonna give you Nano because after this Nano that I know it's a waste, I'm gonna take my fucking ass to spawn and throw your game, kid. But they ended up capturing the second point, so I'm like, you know what, breathe in, breathe out. It's winnable. Also, these next clips pretty much show that it's not just the fact that she's a pistol Mercy. If she played regularly and how she's supposed to, she would still be a dog shit Mercy, seeing as she'd rather heal bot a full health tank than pocket her Ashe. Then gets Genji bladed and doesn't think to Valk away on the last fight. That's a new move. So then 2 minutes passed by on defense, bro. We were holding so good. It was like 80s Bears defense. And what does Historia do? She does what she's been doing the entire game, pulls out her pistol in Valk, dies, lets our Ashe die, and they end up capturing the point. And that was the last straw for me. I stopped trying, let them cap. Get me out of this game. This Mercy belongs in plastic 5. This Mercy looks like she's trying to be the biggest fucking sandbag to our team. So why should I give you my effort? Why should I give you my energy? Why should I give you my chakra to give this oaf a win? So for those of you who are going to be in my comment section that are going to be like, oh, you know, how are you talking if you threw the game? Like, bro, cry about it. Cry about it like I'm crying about it. Go in my comment section, type up that little comment, and give me that sweet interaction. I'm glad I got this neuro-impaired creature on my team, because now I can make fun of her for your guys' entertainment. So next we got this one trick Zen that wants to say Zen the entire game against double flanker. It really highlights what's wrong with one trick. As I've said before, one tricking should indeed be a bannable offense, because you cannot tell me this doesn't teeter at the edge of gameplay sabotage. And it makes me hate support players even more, the fact that the support role has more one tricks in it than any other role. So I cannot really show you gameplay of this guy being about his mechanical skill. It's it's his stats, the fact that he's going Zen into double flanker, and he also wasted Trank about 3 times. As you guys see here, we already got 2 picks with EMP, and what does this man do? He gets tickled in the ass by Sombra and decides he should waste his Trank because he does not want to die. It pretty much sums up one tricks that they like to put themselves and their own fun above their own team and winning the game. Luckily, I have the IQ to like sit by him and peel for him all the time. I'd fucking babysit this kid. And after I save this stupid fucking sack of shit's life, what does he do? He wastes Trank otra vez. I mean, just look at this. Bro drops into their team and wastes Trank to get out on the final fight of the round. And this last instance really took the cake for me. But anyways, we struggled all offense because this kid is on Zen. And once we get close to capping the first point, which once we capture first point, they didn't get it past second point, so it's winnable if we get the first point. And what does this man do? This man pushes up in their grill, feeds, and then proceeds to use his Trank to get back. I truly don't get it, bro. At that point, just go Lucio. And if you look at it, he had plenty of time to get the Trank to us. He would have saved our hog and we would have capped the first point. And now look at the stat comparison between me and this Zen. He had 10 deaths, which again would have been more if he had any regular support on his team, and less than 5,000 healing. And what's funny is I'm pretty sure a lot of Zen mains are gonna defend him and be like, oh, because Zen is for damage. Like, clearly you don't know how the game works. Chromic, the World Eater, or like Dream Crusher, because you crush the dreams of your teammates winning as soon as they get you on their team. Anyways, that about wraps up this video. If you guys want to see more videos like this, go ahead and hit that like button. Let me know in the comment section if I should make more. Also, I'm curious, which support player that I showcased here was the worst in your opinion? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, I'm out this bitch.